Jesse Bray!
Welcome in to another Prospect Rookie Film Review for the LeatherBrainz. Today, I am Charlie Chemers, and we are going to be going through some Tetairoa McMillan out of the University of Arizona film. He's a great upcoming prospect in this year's 2025 NFL draft class at the wide receiver position. He is currently the consensus wide receiver 2, depending on your thoughts on Travis Hunter, obviously, whether or not he's a wide receiver or a cornerback. We're going to be watching 2 games today. We're going to be watching one game where he went absolutely ballistic against the University of New Mexico. And then we're going to also be watching him play Utah as well to kind of see him against a bigger, better college team. I always like looking through a couple different ways of watching film on games. I want to see them playing as best of a team as possible to see what translates the most to the NFL level. Let's get into some details about Tetairoa McMillan. He played 3 seasons at the University of Arizona, which was a much better football program while he was there. He was the highest ranked recruit signed in U of A history. He's a 5-star prospect, a top 5 wide receiver prospect nationally coming out of high school. His statistics at the University of Arizona, he racked up 213 receptions for 3,423 receiving yards at 16.1 yards per reception. 26 touchdowns total. Most of his production came in his last 2 seasons at the University of Arizona, where he finished as a 3rd-team AP All-American in 2023 and a 1st-team AP All-American in 2024. He's got a great resume in 2022. He led all true freshmen in receiving yards, some advanced metrics that really point towards Tet McMillan bringing it at the next level. 14 yards average depth of target. That projects really, really well at the next level. It's one of the highest ones in the entire rookie class, especially when you look at the total amount of targets that he was able to get compared to most other wide receivers in this class. He had 92.3 yards per game, and he played 23% of his snaps in the slot and 77% out wide. He's a big, tall wide receiver, standing at 6'4", 219 pounds. His 40 time, he ran a 4.5, which is not too bad. It's decently fast. He's definitely a smooth guy, but he is a big down the field kind of receiver. He can play as a wide receiver 1 potentially at the next level, an X wide receiver that can also play in the slot as well. So let's get right into this, guys, and we are going to be watching the New Mexico game first. He's at the bottom of the screen right here, and let's get right into it. Wow. See, he's got some aggressive nature after the catch, that's for sure, where it's tough to bring him down. It takes almost 2 guys there. Let's go back and watch this play one more time. It's just a pretty easy slant route. He starts vertical, which is great when he gets off the line because it keeps that defender right off of him and pushes him back so that he can create some space between that and the other nickel cornerback that's in the zone so he can get this catch, get off the line of scrimmage, and get off that goal line, which is great. So he's kind of out of things on this play at the beginning, but I love this effort that he brings here at the end of the play. When he sees the run start coming his way, he gets in position to make a block. Looks really great. Oh, he just toasts him there. Oh my God, he's wide open for his first touchdown. So this cornerback just kind of falls over. Not much else that could happen here, but wow, this guy is right there. He just puts him down on the ground. Oh my God. All right, well, he got a little bit lucky there for that first touchdown, but you always love starting a game with that. He doesn't have crazy burners or anything. It's not like he's running past a lot of people, but he's not slow by any means at all. That was a gimme touchdown. So here he is down at the bottom of the screen, kind of dogging it on that play. He knows it's not going to him, keeping the guy outside of it. Let's see if we can see some clean routes. I'm not a big fan of that route, honestly. He kind of was lazy on his turn, not expecting the ball. Lays a big block there to help his guy out. He still end up getting hit by the same guy, though. Got to hold on your block. Comes back to the ball, catches it with his hands outside of his body. That's exactly what we like to see. He scores another touchdown there. I think he scores 4 touchdowns in this game. But we love to see a wide receiver helping their quarterback, coming back to the ball. It's really important at the next level. It might have been a penalty there. Coming back to the ball again, he catches it with his hands. It's a really clean catch point. He's able to stop and turn pretty quickly. I love that long 360. That's kind of like a Travis Kelce move. He's going down the field here. Underthrown. Quick stops. Doesn't fight off contact. He's always going for it. He's okay with that, which is what NFL execs love to see at the next level. You have to be able to take on contact. You have to be okay to block it. It really adds to your next level. Oh, I really like this turn right here. He's coming down here. He hits that fast. He is open. That is open at the NFL level. A quarterback with good timing can get that ball in there every time. And then when the throw comes, he can come back to the ball even more. Let's see him coming across the middle of the field here. He's not too open. Let's go back to the wide view for this one, the sideline shot. Doesn't really get a clean cut there. His cuts seem a little too short at times, where he's rounding them off a little bit too much, where I would like to see a cleaner cut there, really get that in. He stops well, but I'm starting to see these cuts are not exactly where he's planting his feet right away. I want to see that one oomph step and then get right into the cut. Down the field, overthrown. He's fighting with the cornerback. They're hand fighting. He's able to get out at the end and create some separation. He definitely has some great reach on him. He's got long arms. There he is finding the open space. That's a great manipulation. Oh, he's going to take it the whole way. Yep. He's gone. This is an incredible manipulation of the space where he stops there. He gets the safety to come over, and then he immediately, as soon as he sees that safety start running at him, he knows where the open space is going to be. This is a fantastic job by Tetairoa. This stop right there, just incredible. Gets him to come over, and he's wide open now. The quarterback fits it in there. He finds the open space, and then he's off to the races, running to the end zone. Let's keep moving on. Wow, that was a really impressive play, though. That might be one of his best highlights that we see there. A great hitch route. He knows. See, the one thing I'm seeing is you can obviously tell when he's going to be involved in a play or not, because he has this varying full speed versus slowing down. I don't know if he's trying to vary the speed of his routes, but it does really look like he tends to slow down when he's not getting the ball. There, he wasn't getting the ball, and this is a really crisp route that he runs right here, that he's not getting the ball, but he may think he's getting the ball, but he runs a really crisp route, and he's even open there at the end. He brings that cornerback off the line to help the other receiver out there who's the ball carrier, and does a really good job there with that. Going down the field, it's going up to him. Ball's put a little bit too much towards the sideline. He is pinned, almost picked off. They got to throw him the jump balls like that, though. I mean, when he's got safety help, it's going to be harder for him to go up and get the ball, but they've got to. See, he was a little bit late on that turn, and he gets the target there. Oh, he might have caught that. Oh my God. Let's just watch this one to see if he catches this. Incredible. Oh my God. No way did he get that foot in. I don't know. We'll go back and watch that, but I want to see this route real quick, because the stop, and as soon as that cornerback comes up, that's when he needs to break. And he kind of misses that opportunity where he'd be wide open for potentially a touchdown there even. So it's a little bit late recognition there. We saw it a few plays ago, but there it's a little bit late. Oh my God. The way that he's able to manipulate his body to keep the cornerback on his inside shoulder while he knows the ball is coming to the outside shoulder is phenomenal because he can see where that ball is going. He's trying to create as much separation and space as he can. He knows he can catch the ball outside of his body, which he does phenomenally right here. This is incredible. Gets his foot down. Might have gotten 2 feet down even there because I think that foot was already down. So the next level, that is going to translate incredibly because it's really hard to create separation, and now he's off running with his friend to the end zone. But it's really hard to create separation in the NFL compared to college. And so when you're able to create that bodily separation, even when the cornerback is right on you, nobody can stop that. That's one thing that nobody can stop. If a quarterback can put it in a place where the cornerback cannot get the ball and only the receiver has a chance for it, and he's able to come down and make the play with it, it's fantastic. Now, watching this play right here, this is another just shallow cross where he's going over the middle of the field. I like that he's not scared to go over the middle of the field. He's playing in more of a slot role here. He breaks in real quick before this corner is even able to make a decision on him on this route. Sorry, I'm just going back a little bit. Drives him back, cuts in, right up the middle, and then he's got this flowiness to him after the catch where we've seen him take the ball after making a catch and go for long touchdowns where he's just recognizing the leverage that a defender has on him and how he can make one little shoulder swing to get that defender to make a choice on him where he can then juke and go the other way and really take advantage after the catch. He's got to be wide open here. Oh my God. He's just streaking down the middle. I don't know why the quarterback just decides to take this. He is wide open. He's wide open. There's not much specialty to that route. It was just kind of a go route, but wide open. Should have gotten another touchdown this game, I guess. Although he's probably still going to score right here. Knowing him. Another one of these crossers. Cuts up the middle, gets both of those guys with that one move, gets to about the 1 yard line. He's able to get both of these guys on this cutback move right here. He just swipes and done. It's lovely. Quick change of direction. The other guy had about 5 yards on him to change direction, but he still couldn't change direction faster than Tetairoa could. Bottom of the screen here. Hitch route. See, he just kind of knows he's not getting the ball. It's to the other side of the field. He doesn't have as clean of a cut. That's too easy. Oh, the yards after the catch is awesome there. I love that. I wasn't the biggest fan of this route here because he could cut that more cleanly. He definitely rounds it at the top there, but this yak ability is unquestioned. I know a lot of people have been comparing him to Drake London and things like that. And I do see it a little bit stylistically in terms of how he runs routes, but I do feel like Drake London is able to go up and get balls at the catch point a little bit better. I see some strong hands from Tetairoa, but there's a jump ball. Oh, he doesn't come down with that one. And he definitely can go up and get it at the catch point, and he's definitely a good jump ball wide receiver. He's good with one hand. Although he goes up with one hand a little bit more than I would like, Tetairoa. But with that being said, I think his yards after the catch ability is better than Drake London's. I think he has more fluidity, more strength in his game for the yards after the catch. And that reminds me more of like an A.J. Brown, where A.J. Brown is used as a little bit of a field stretcher in Philadelphia, which A.J. Brown was used more as a yak guy completely in Tennessee and a route runner, yak, big guy, breaks tackles after the catch. And I see Tetairoa kind of in between A.J. Brown and Drake London, where he can go up and be a big man, and he can also streak down the field like Drake London and AJ Brown do really well. But then he's got this yards after the catch ability that's incredible. So we're gonna go on now to the Utah film and watch his game there, where he has a little bit tougher of a game. So we're gonna see if he was smothered a little bit more, if the targets didn't equate exactly. But let's take a look at Tetairoa McMillan versus Utah. All right, here we go. At the bottom of the screen, right here, some hand fighting. He gets a catch right off the bat. And there's his yards after the catch again. Breaks a couple tackles right there. Two guys, just forces them against each other to break that tackle. There's obviously other defenders there after that, but he's blocking here. He's able to initiate contact really well, but he doesn't continue the block as long as he needs to. And I see that a lot for wide receivers because they just don't really know what it takes to block. And they end up blocking well and they think, oh, I did a really good job. And then they kind of just stop. And then the ball carrier comes around and there's nothing much you can do about that. There he's just running down the field, kind of taking that play off. Oh, he's wide open. Oh my God. Okay. Well. Oh, that's a great cut there. Comes back to the ball too to help out his quarterback. This is an incredible route. Incredible play. Cuts in, come right back out. As a big man, that's a hard route to run. I mean, that's that Adam Thielen route. We love to see that in his repertoire. Solo on the outside, being able to do that. Quarterback comes back, and then he comes back to the quarterback because the quarterback's a little bit late on that throw where he's been wide open for a while. He knows he's got to start coming back because the cornerback might be coming right behind him. Doesn't get away from the tackle there, but oh, just that. You see that little grab? This one-handed grab right here? Stick it. He loves using his one hand. That's a great catch. And that's a great way to keep the play going. And he's able to bring it in right away and then try to go for some yak. He obviously gets tackled on that play, but oh my God, a terrible throw. But this is also a great route where he comes inside, he beats that cornerback and gets him absolutely turned. He's attacking the inside shoulder here. And as soon as the cornerback commits, he is then switching direction. And this ball needs to be out as soon as this happens. And in the NFL, the quarterback's gonna know this and be able to put the ball right on this sideline here. He's gonna be able to drop the ball there and not give this safety enough time, where you have to be able to look off this safety and then make this throw. So as soon as this cornerback gets turned, the ball needs to be gone right there to the sideline. It's a little bit late, a little bit too inside. It lets the cornerback make a play or lets the safety make a play on that ball. That's not Tet's fault, though. Tet does a great job on that route. There's nothing else that he can do there. If he can bring that to the next level, that's going to be special because no NFL quarterback is making that mistake. That was a pretty easy throw. I like that stutter step. That's finally where we're seeing him pull more steps into the equation, which is really what I've been looking for, because it's been a lot of clean long routes so far, but the cutting is where I've seen him lack so far. And so that where he sticks his foot in the ground right up here, he sticks his foot in the ground, cuts right inside and creates that separation. The cornerback is not able to close on that because he could have kept going this way and could have kept going right up the field to follow along. Forces that cornerback in a bad situation, and he's able to get the ball. He uses his hands outside of his body again to make the catch, and then he starts getting ready for the contact, gets 5 more yards after the catch, drags this guy with him a little bit on his back because he doesn't want to go down. That's another clean cut right there. I love him coming back to the ball always. It's okay to sacrifice a few yards because he knows he can make up for it after the catch. If you sacrifice a few yards, ensure the catch, make sure you're going to get the reception, and then do what you got to do as a wide receiver. This is phenomenal. It's another outside of the body catch. It looks so smooth. It's fluid. And he doesn't go down right away again. He's never going to go away from the contact. At the bottom of our screen here. And now he's blocking. There we go. The route doesn't work out. Starts to block right away. Go. There we go. Oh, you got to get inside there and help him out. Misses a block there, but I like the tenacity to block. He's asked to block a lot, honestly, compared to other wide receivers, and his guy makes the tackle there. Let's watch this block again here. So he's coming in. He's supposed to just take on this cornerback, make sure and that cornerback makes the tackle. And that's kind of what I'm saying, where he thought he blocked him well. He genuinely thinks right here, I've got him. I've locked him on the inside. This guy can come around and be fine. But he lets up because he thinks the play is already over, basically, and he's won his block. You haven't won your block until after the ball carrier is past you. So he lets go kind of there where he genuinely doesn't have to. So that can, I think, be pretty coached into him pretty quickly. Let's see if they throw him a jump ball right here. No, not to him. On the press, a little slow off the line of scrimmage there. I'm not a big fan. The corner gets a hand on him real quick, and he gets his hands on the cornerback's hands, but you got to rip that hand off faster. The hand's got to be gone already. Everyone else is past this what is that? The 17-yard line? They're already past the 17-yard line. This guy's still kind of on the 17-yard line, but everything's past. Everyone's past the 17-yard line. He's still on the 16-yard line, and he's got to get off this cornerback a little bit faster because that's just not a very good route. If he's going to let cornerbacks do that to him, that's a little bit better there. It's definitely just pulling him out of the way for the run, but still. We've got to see him get the cornerbacks off of him. If he's not going to be able to handle the press, that's going to be a problem at the next level for sure. There he goes right by him. Like, I have no worries about the speed because you can see this burst that he has. That's this long. He starts a little slow, but then he hits it right there, and he's got that acceleration. 3 guys on him there, so there's not much he could do to get open, but you can see the speed. Come back to the ball. Oh, oh, okay. This is fun. The other guy is in his way a little bit, but I do like him coming back to the ball there. And then that switch that he hits is really cool. He's wide open here. The quarterback's got to throw the ball, and he knows that. And I honestly, if I were him, I would just keep coming at the ball. It is 3rd down, so he's trying to get the 1st down, but I would probably just try to sit right here on the sideline, and that quarterback's got to zing the ball in there. But now he sees the cornerback approaching again. He decides to make a little switch. The quarterback's got some time where he's got some room to run out, so he's going to hit this long one. Unfortunately, this wide receiver brings in the cornerback of the other guy, and so now they're not open anymore. Tet would be open here, and I think this quarterback wants to throw it up to him, but it doesn't work out too well. Too many receivers in the area. That's the need to go to halftime. There's that burst again, right up here at the top. He hits that speed. He gets off the line of scrimmage, beats the press coverage right there. Find the soft spot. So now he's looking for soft spot in the zone here. We've got zone coverage right here. He knows this is the spot he has. The spot he's in right here. It's 2nd down. He could get the ball right here. The quarterback's not looking his way, though, so he kind of thinks he's going to have to make a decision. He waits a little bit too long, goes too far into the flat, too close to the line of scrimmage. I'd like to see him start moving downfield here, try to attract this guy's attention, get out in this open space here. This is the plays in breakdown right now. You don't have to follow your route. You don't have to sit right here anymore at this point. You've got to help your quarterback. You've got to help the team out. Otherwise, he could run inside here as well, but that's a little bit risky because it's just going to bring this corner to guard him. And there's also this guy right here, the linebacker, who can also help out and cover. But the quarterback's clearly looking to get the ball down the field a little bit more he just throws it away, but he sees him there. He's got to just throw the ball to him, I guess, but we'll see. There's just nothing there. Why is this quarterback making that decision? Ted is not a speed guy. He's not going to be able to get open on this play. Now, if the quarterback gets this ball to the sideline, maybe, but he's not going to be open. This guy can run with him. It's just not going to happen when you have this deep of coverage like this. That is the thing with Ted is the cornerbacks are gonna be able to run with him, but I don't think he should be put on these routes in the NFL. I don't think he will. Just like go routes from the 20-yard line. It's gonna be really tough. Maybe with press man because he has such length to him that he can create separation with purely his body, but his legs aren't generally what I'm seeing that creates the separation. Yeah. Bottom of the screen here, blocking, lovely. It's a quick stop there and getting in the open space. I like that. Wow. This is a really good analysis of the space that he has because if the quarterback's able to get him this ball, he's going to go for so many yards. I mean, he's trying to just get back to the quarterback, which is great on a scramble like this. Get back to the quarterback. If this ball could get to Ted, he's out there for a while. It does seem like he's able to have wow, that was a really good throw. It wasn't to Ted, but he's able to have some real success against this Utah team. It's just this offensive line is getting eaten up by this defensive line, and this quarterback is just under duress. So I don't exactly blame Tet in any way for his shortcomings in this game. There's a good block. Way to keep going on that one. There you go. Ooh, that was a nice move right there. Shakes off the hands, and he's open too. Oh, he wants the ball too. When you can see players like that, I love college players that you can see even on this play where he's not getting the ball. He's a little angry now. He's feisty. He's upset that he's not having the best game. You know, the guys like AJ Brown and the best wide receivers, like they want the ball. Which one is he on this play right here? He's at the top. Okay. Wow, lost him. So that was pretty good. I'm starting to like his feet more and more. And I like when he gets pressed like this because here's a perfect time to throw it up to him in the back of the end zone. Oh, that was a great job coming back to the ball. He does a great job right here coming back to the ball. The quarterback's got to throw it to him there. Come on, you're scrambling. You have this throw. He's running to his left, so I understand why he maybe doesn't do it, but that's open there, and that's a great job coming back to the ball. In the NFL, that ball is getting to him. They're going to throw him the ball there, and he's going to come close to scoring a touchdown. And he knows you don't have to score a touchdown on that play. Come back, catch the ball on the 4-yard line, try a spin move. You might get tackled, but that's okay. You don't need to score. You just need to be helpful. Moving through this. Jump ball, nothing there. He's just getting pushed out of bounds because it's decently easy to keep up with him. He's not a fast guy, but he's getting pushed out of bounds. I mean, that's probably a penalty on the defense. So, not a bad cut. I like that he's always looking to keep his route going. He's always trying another second move. If he gets with a quarterback that likes to keep the ball in play and extend plays, oh, come on. Wow. It's the next play. Let's watch that again. I'll go back to my point about the quarterback that likes to extend plays in a second. Let's watch this route right here. Great use of leverage. Incredible. Gets the inside shoulder on the cornerback. Creates the separation right there by pushing on that inside shoulder to force this cornerback to be in a bad position. And now he's got that separation. And now he's just going to focus on this guy and leveraging this guy. He's going to try to drag him this way and attack the weak shoulder. This is a strong shoulder. This is the weak shoulder. He's going to attack this weak shoulder. Come wide open now. This guy knows he made a mistake. The ball's a little bit late. It's a pretty good throw, though. Oh, he drops it. He only goes with one hand there. And that's his thing where sometimes he goes with one hand too much. You got to get two hands on this ball and come down with it. Maybe he catches that next time in the NFL, though. I'm not going to blame him on that drop because he doesn't have too many drops in general. He comes open there, too, up at the top of the screen where once the cornerback does get his body on him, he wins at that point. Like, because he's able so well to decipher the leverage and the strong shoulder and the weak shoulder and where to attack the cornerback. He's able to manipulate his body to get extremely open. Like, he get separation. For him, a yard is plenty of separation. A couple feet, that's all he needs, because he can extend his body and be long. What I was saying about him getting with a quarterback that likes to extend plays is that he's going to be incredible in the scramble drill. The way that I see him always continuing his routes, always looking to help out the quarterback, he's going to be a quarterback's friend at the next level. And he certainly would be very good if the quarterback likes to extend plays. That'll just give him great garbage time, great yardage numbers. That'll really help inflate his statistics for specifically fantasy football. We're going to see a lot more catches from him, a lot more yards from him at the next level if he's paired well with a guy that likes to extend plays. You know, if he falls to 21 in the draft with the Steelers and they trade George Pickens and he's there, so that could be pretty good. If he goes, you know, to the Broncos with Bo Nix, who likes to extend plays a lot with his legs, I mean, he would be an incredible option for the Denver Broncos at pick number 20, who likes to extend plays. Even the Buccaneers, who Baker Mayfield likes to extend plays, obviously they still have a lot of wide receivers. He could go to a lot of places. I think he could go as early as the Carolina Panthers in the top 10, and that would be pretty interesting. That would really help his fantasy output. I mean, draft capital is the most important thing, so if he were there, I think he'd be pretty good. Bryce Young doesn't extend plays a lot, but I think he could be implemented into the offense very efficiently and very effectively as well, to pair with a guy like Adam Thielen and Jalen Coker, who they have there in the slot. I think that's a great landing spot for Tetairoa, McMillan. But the ideal, I think, is the Broncos with a Bo Nix who loves to extend plays, because this guy looks like he's going to help him a lot. And then you'd have Tetairoa, you'd have Marvin Mims, you'd have Courtland Sutton, who is somewhat similar to Tetairoa, but even more of a jump ball wide receiver. And I think Tetairoa has some more finesse to his game than a Courtland Sutton. And so, overview, looking at Tetairoa, he is really just an incredible wide receiver. I am really, really happy with what I saw today out of him. It does seem like his shortcomings came from the offense not being able to have enough time to get him the ball, because he loves to have it, that extended play. He likes to continue his routes. He has an incredible tenacity to his game. He is a thirsty wide receiver. He wants the ball. He wants contact. He wants blocks. He's incredible down the field. When guys are pressing up on him, he's able to shake off hands and work really well with his body. His body maneuvering is probably his best trait, where he's able to create separation from his body. His yards after the catch is impressive. He is strong after the catch. He doesn't want to be taken down. He finds weak shoulders and attacks them and gets guys in bad positions on defense. The guys are going to be smarter in the NFL, but I do think from watching this film that Tetairoa McMillan out of the University of Arizona can handle it. I look forward to him going in the first round of the NFL draft, and I look forward to him going inside of probably the first 3 or 4 picks of your NFL dynasty rookie drafts. In Superflex, it's probably the top 5, certainly. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to check us out. All the other videos that we've been doing for the fantasy film breakdowns. We've done Travion Henderson. We've done Omari and Hampton. We've done Luther Burden. We're going to keep cooking them out for you guys. Follow us on X, Instagram, all of our social media platforms at LeatherBrainz. It's been a pleasure going through Tetairoa McMillan with you guys. We're out.
3, 2, 1.
Got a blast!
Thanks for checking out the Fantasy Brains. Don't miss next week's episode, Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. See you next week, Brainiacs.